I scooped water and sediment from the water butts in my garden, put it in a jar, and put it on the north-facing windowsill in my studio to create a sealed ecosphere. In this video, we'll check in and catch up on some of the things that have happened in the second and third weeks. Unlike the previous ecosphere, which had macroscopic green plants in it from the start, this one started with just water and sediment. So there was always a risk that everything alive inside of it might just use up all the oxygen, sending the ecosphere into decline. However, during the second week, I began to see little specks of green appearing on the inner surfaces of the jar. Within a few days, these became very abundant. Let's take a closer look at them. On maximum magnification, we can see that they're tiny ovoid green shapes. I estimate their size to be less than 1/10 of a millimetre. I'm not sure if these are individual single-celled algae, or perhaps they're organisms containing captive algae, or maybe even some other kind of plant life. Perhaps this will become clearer as we watch how they develop over the coming weeks. But this is great news for the ecosphere, because green algae or plants inside the jar means oxygen is being replenished and food is being produced, which offers hope that this little jar will sustain itself for an extended period whilst remaining sealed. Other interesting sights this week included these things, whatever they are. Clustered around a speck of organic material that happened to stick to the glass. If you look at the specimens near the bottom, they appear to be attached to the material by slender stalks. There's still a thriving population of rotifers in the jar, and as ever, many very tiny swimming things that for now are beyond the capability of my equipment to resolve. Copypods are still abundant and appear to be grazing the inside surface of the jar. They move quite fast, so it can be hard to get a good shot of them. But with patience, trial and error, I managed to get a pretty good close-up here. While I was watching this rotifer, something else caught my eye, out of focus at the top of frame. Let's take a closer look at that. Again, back on maximum magnification, we can see many examples of what I'm fairly sure is a species of Paramecium, a unicellular ciliate. I'll put a link in the video description to a video by Journey Into The Microcosmos, which shows much better footage of Paramecium behaving and looking very similar to this. At the maximum magnification of my little USB microscope, there is some compromise on focal quality, so again, we're not going to get any closer than this, but let's watch these interesting creatures for a while, as they explore this labyrinth of green algae. Also in this shot we can see some green filamentous algae starting to develop. Again, this will hopefully contribute to the oxygenation and the available food resources inside this little sealed off world. So everything seems to be developing quite nicely in this jar. And I feel that there are yet more things to discover inside here. But for now, let's just watch this rotifer for a while. There'll be another update in a week or so. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.